Can I get a resting hand splint over here? Did everybody see that?
Yes. This is different than the book.
So this is a little tricky. Tricky dicky, look at this. What is that?
That's this cut right here, no?
That's correct. I have one pre-cut already. It should be around here somewhere. So you understand. That's my cock up. See, even I have homework before you guys come in. This is what it looks like.
Where's Carolyn Ginsey? Where does she work? Osmond Hall.
Do you understand what that piece does now?
Yeah.
It comes this way. So it's literally getting folded over. Okay. So let's do that again. This time, the position of your fingers matters. It's a little short here, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. So I would leave them comfortable, but not spread out. Comfortable. So they're not like this, not like soldiers, because that's for the...
More like a natural, however they...
Like a natural, and see how my pinky sort of goes out naturally?
That's natural. Yep.
I don't know why that is. This is my most natural state.
Okay.
Again, you got to make sure this is like that. Now, each finger might not be important, but this is.
One, because you're gonna...
Gonna feel comfortable at like here. You know, it's so simple to, the simplest part of the splint to cut, I swear to God, is this end. So don't cut it too short. If anything, cut it a little long. You could always snip a little bit off the end after. Okay. So this one is a little bit more complicated to visualize. I get that. So let's say this is where I want the thing to end. I know right off the bat I'm going to need at least an inch or an inch and a half, so let's just come on up to here. That's pretty easy. That's like the easiest part. All right? Then what happens? Oh, you start to get nervous when you get up here because there's so many things going on. Now, you don't need as much on the side here and here because it's not that high there, right? So you start to go a little tapered, a little tapered. See? You need a little space here too, right? So I would say like 3/4 of an inch or a half an inch. If your person is petite, I would say a half an inch. Okay? Here we go. Here's where it starts to get a little... Here's where I marked that. See that?
Okay.
If you think you have this much space before your crease, that's about where you have to cut it. You know, that's like a... kind of like a map.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna want to bring the thumb up to there. No, I'm sorry. Here's your arch, right? So here. Okay. So this comes all the way down. Keep going down. Look, see where that went? The thumb piece is right here. Go a little bit further, and then you're gonna come up to here. You're gonna go like that. See what I just did?
Yeah.
So here's the mark that I made that was between the first two fingers. Go down about an inch, and then that's where you make the J. I like to call it the J. And then here it's sort of like the cock-up splint. You got to kind of come around here like this. Now, when you cut it, this is how you cut it. You cut up that line. So you're going to cut up this line. Just so you know what you're cutting on your pattern and on your splinting material. That's the easiest way to cut it, even when it comes to the splinting material. You see how I just went all the way up that line?
Yeah.
And then you come back here. If you're cutting your splinting material, I'm saying this for a reason, because you don't have a lot of time. You can't be fancy with your cutting. You got to get her done. That cut right there should take you 30 seconds. And then you can come back here and go snip. All right? Start here, go up, all the way up to the dot. Come back over here, go around, and then look. And then you're gonna try it on. If something doesn't look right from this is where you make another one. If you notice that it's too narrow, this is where you make the changes, because you could always cut another piece of paper.
Okay.
And how far up on the thumb, like this piece?
This is the easiest part. One of this, between this and that, this is like so simple to cut off. So rather it be too long than too short. Because then,
Okay.
right? But it should be, because then it's gonna go like this.
Yeah.
Right? Don't forget it's gonna be in. So when it starts to curve and curl, it shortens a little. All right? Another thing I want you to keep in mind, when the person is getting, can you pass me a towel? Thank you.
No, it's fine.
Alyssa, can I use you?
Sure.
This is how your person is going to be. You see that? Because why? Because you can
Gravity.
naturally, right, you're using gravity to help you. If it's too wide, what's gonna start to happen is it's gonna start to touch here. All right? So here's where you get all of this, you get all of this, all right? You get all of that. Then once it starts to get hard, as it starts to get a little harder, you're getting all of this stuff. You're flipping this piece. Let's just say we're making the cock-up splint. Here's the pattern. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure her arm is straight in her hands, right? That's the first. And you're gonna go like this. Right away. That's the first thing. Right there. You're getting this. Now you're doing this. Don't squeeze like this. Do this. This. This is getting this. As this starts to get hard, you ask the person, don't twist the wrong way. You saw that, right? Now you're here. Now that it's already a little hard, keep in mind, this needs to stay up here. This, you could start to go like this. Go on the sides like that. To make it go up. When it's almost ready, when it feels like it's almost ready, and you're happy with the way it sort of looks from here, you could slowly have her take the hand out to do your last second adjustments, or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, while her hand is in the splinting material, run it under cold water.
So it hardens.
It automatically hardens it.
And then when do you do the rolling?
After. So the rolling, after this is all nice and done,
After you put in cold water?
Before, right?
no, after cold, so after cold water, yeah.
Okay.
If you have enough time, you can do the rolling right away. It depends on how well it's going. If it's not going well,
I have
Then
some, it's
you-
not gonna go good.
after it, you can dip this piece in
Oh, in the water.
and this
And then
flare,
do it, okay.
flare that out. That's very simple. The flaring should be when you turn over. You see when I had turned her over? That's when you do this. And literally you just, you put your hand up this way. It's here. You got everything set up. You turn her this way. Now, sometimes it's helpful to have